I mean,
Wait, what? Last time on Escaping the Zoo.
Are there any animals in this forest?
Don't listen to these idiots. One of us always lies.
So he's not answering the question.
He's sort of answering the question. You do come across a road.
we're just gonna put like 20 bushes in the road until traffic stops.
But away we go.
And Alfie takes 11 damage.
Oh!
Alfie climbs up the lamppost. And you make it across the motorway.
Alfie, what have you found here?
Fish.
A small gang of pigeons lands in front of you. I'm Pigeon Pete. I'm the boss of this town.
Flip a slap on Pigeon Pete.
No, Pete, bro! And dives in front of Pete.
The pigeons do the same amount of damage as a car did.
On the last of the crows is Schnishky riding on the back of his good friend Jeremy Corvid.
I've just realised that that's probably going to kill this pigeon.
Oh, what the fuck, bro?
Alfie's gonna roar again.
3 of them fuck off.
He just hasn't stopped. Go, oh.
Are you okay, Alfie? You look a little bit roughened up.
I've never felt more alive.
Maybe you don't mention this to anyone. Maybe you pretend that I'm still the boss of the town. I mean, I am still the boss of the town.
All of my friends get a fish.
Oh god, you mean 3 fish?
3 fish.
And you make your way into the mall, I assume.
Ah, this was worthless.
Hello, and welcome back to Escaping the Zoo. I'm Eddie, and I'm joined today by my good friends, Paul,
Alfie the sea lion.
Dan,
Nelson, the elephant.
and Bear.
Schnishky the rat.
You make your way into the mall, and once again panic ensues, but you're used to it by now and probably not that fazed by it. People run into shops, people run out of shops, people run across into different shops, people just run. Some of them go up the escalators, some of them press the lift button faster. You know, things that people do in a panic.
Alfie gets in a lift.
you see these magical doors open in the side of a wall and what looks like a glass mirror box. I think you'll probably encounter a mirror at some point.
Oh?
And you waddle up to this thing. As the doors open, the person sees you and is like, after you! And you just waddle into the lift.
Oh?
Nelson follows.
Yes!
How big is this lift, Eddie?
Not that big.
8 people maximum.
8 people max.
8 people max. What's that? That's like they normally estimate like 75 kilograms a
No,
person.
it's fine with the 2 of them, but then Schnishky jumps in.
And at that point, it drops like a foot.
Alfie, what are we doing in here?
I don't know. I saw another sea lion in here, so I followed them.
Oh,
You can still see another sea lion in here.
And I smack.
is that Vladimir?
I'm not aware if a seal is prepared to understand its own reflection, but I suppose they're in water there at the time.
If Schnishky sees his reflection, he's actually been put through this experiment before.
Okay.
So he watches himself in the mirror and then presses every button in the lift twice.
They all light up when you do that.
Do any of them shock me?
No, none of them shock you.
Okay, he's gonna start going to one of the buttons and starting to try and pry it off. Try and get his claws under it and pry it away.
I'll try and get his claws under it.
Yeah.
Sure, roll a dex check to try and pull the button off.
2.
2? Nah, these are they got them fancy flush buttons, so you can't really get your claws in behind it at all. There's nothing to grip onto. Yeah, you light up all the buttons. The lift doors attempt to close and can't. And open up again. They attempt to close and can't. Open up again. There's an elephant butt in the way.
Oh, who keeps on touching my butt? Is that you, Alfie?
I'm in front of you! As I've realised I've been crushed against one side of the lift.
Oh, sorry. Beep, beep, beep. Reversing elephant noises.
Hold on, Nelson. Lift me up.
Sure.
Okay, you get raised to the ceiling of the lift.
Is there a hatch? A service hatch?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna hope that we're not many floors up. I'm gonna go crawl out there, have a look around, then see a big cable.
Mm-hmm.
And just start gently gnawing on it.
You're gonna gnaw on the cable.
Oh, that's going to be a while.
I doubt that I'll bite through it cleanly, but I might weaken it.
Don't you bite through it at all.
Why don't you roll me special to gnaw through a lift cable?
5.
5.
I was about to say, even if he gets through one strand, the tension in it alone would whip out and back his eye out.
Stisky's done this before. He knows how to avoid getting whipped by a cable. It's tough going to get through our lift cable, but you are making progress, albeit slow progress. If you keep at it for a little while, yeah, you'll get through it. You'll weaken it enough for it to do something.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a few minutes.
I'm gonna tell these guys, I've got it under control, guys. Just wait there.
What do you guys do?
Oh, you're not in here completely, are you?
No. What's the plan here, Snisky? What are you doing up there?
I'm solving a puzzle.
What puzzle?
This one.
Have you found where Madagascar is?
Maybe. Wait, I've got an idea. Wait here.
Oh.
Snitchy's going to try and climb the rope, having gotten a little bit bored of gnawing through it.
Okay, sure. That's a trivial thing to do for you. Where are you climbing to?
I just guess up. What is up? What's up, dog?
I mean, most of the walls are, like, fairly unremarkable. They're, like, industry... In the films, they look like metal sheets more than anything else.
Yeah.
But as you get, like, quite high up, you can see another set of these metal doors that look like when Alfie wandered into them and you saw these things slide open, they look like that. And as you look up above you, you see another one even higher up.
Okay, is there any kind of, like, button on the inside here?
I don't know enough about lifts to tell you, so probably not.
Okay, there's probably no practical way for me through then.
There might be some, like, electrical panels around, so if you wanted to, like, fiddle around with those, there might be something you could do.
I basically just want to end up... So my goal here is to accidentally discover the stairs.
Alright. You spot a little, like, floor-level vent sort of thing that they have sometimes just to maintain airflow, and you, like, notice that it's been a bit beaten up over the years so you can squeeze your way through it. And you find yourself on the upper floor of the mall. People are probably still up here, though they're clearly just trying to hide out from whatever the hell is going on and work out what the safest way down is. And you see something, like, emerge from, like, around the corner, like, along the wall beside you, sort of thing. And as you go over there to investigate, you see what looks like a set of moving stairs.
Oh.
Moving up towards you.
Okay, I'm gonna try... Is there a handrail?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's got good grip on it.
It's a rubber, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and run down the handrail that's moving up.
Roll dex.
5.
So the difficult thing here is getting up to it, because like you can get a decent grip on it, but like climbing is slower than running. And so if you could get up to the handrail, you think that you could outpace it, but it's getting up there that you're having trouble with at the moment. Because you're slower at climbing, it is just dropping you back down before you can get a good enough purchase to run up it.
Okay, I'm gonna need to touch a person. Is anyone looking fat and out of breath?
There's definitely some out of breath people here. There's probably some fat people here. Yeah, sure.
They're my targets. They're the least likely to notice.
Okay. What's your plan?
Climb up them. Jump from them to the rail.
Roll dex. Let me find my fat man stats. I don't have fat man stats. What did you get?
8.
Okay. You run up this guy's leg, you like get as far up him as you need to, and jump onto the escalator handrail. When you jump off, the guy who is a bit out of breath is like, oh, what was that? As he like pats where you just jumped from.
Ooh, did he have any food in his pocket? A rat with a Mars bar jumping off a fat guy running on a
I
treadmill.
rolled an arbitrary justice check. No, he does not have food on him.
Okay, carry on.
But you jump off him onto the escalator. He like notices that you jump from him, but doesn't realise what. He just thought something hit him, or something like, brushed against him.
Yep.
You jump onto the handrail and start running down the escalator. It's slow going, but you are making progress.
Yeah, it's not my first time on a treadmill.
Boys losing weight. What are you two doing in the meantime? Stuck in the lift. Or maybe not stuck in the lift, just in the lift. Nelson is kind of blocking your way, Alfie. But he also might require some directions.
Yeah, I think after we saw that Snisky had climbed up the rope, we would have gotten out.
Yeah, okay. You're back out of the lift.
So what can we see on the ground floor?
On the ground floor, a handful of shops.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people have dispersed at this point. There's still a few people hiding inside the shops. You see, like, various clothing stores, perfume stores. There's probably a food outlet somewhere in there. Maybe there's a toy store kicking around. A bunch of stores, a few benches in the middle, a couple of plants, probably. One of those, like, middle kiosk that they often have, like, those phone cover.
Are there any sports stores? with footballs in the window.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna go and bounce a ball on my nose.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm off to bounce a ball on my nose.
You're off to bounce a ball on Alfie's nose.
Well, we've got a bit of time on our hands, I think.
Hey, Nelson, come and have a look at this.
Yeah, you can balance a ball on your nose. That's the thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson wants to try and copy.
I tried to teach Nelson how to do it.
Yeah.
Roll special, Dan.
Okay. Come on. To the D4.
Does he get advantage because I'm helping him? Because I'm teaching him?
Ooh.
I'm
imagining it being balanced on his trunk,
I'll let you. Yeah, roll twice, but let me know what both rolls are.
Okay. A 1 and a 3.
It's going well.
So at first you just can't get control of the trunk. You're just smacking the ball away every time. But after a little while, you manage to get the ball onto your nose, which immediately rolls off, sort of thing. But you're making progress.
Look, Alfie, I'm doing it.
The ball just rolls off every time.
Hey! Oh.
I'm just imagining one of those massive, cages of footballs that will just go through them and just throw them everywhere.
At the end, he's just squishing them so strongly with his trunk that he just has a flat football that he's holding in the tip of his trunk. And he's just like, look, I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
You get to the bottom of the basket with the really small balls so you can actually fit them inside your trunk.
You just suck them onto the end.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Maybe when we get back to the zoo, I could be part of your star of the show, Alfie. Maybe we can be a dream team.
The elephant that can carry a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm amazing.
The amazing Alfie and Nelson, with Alfie as the star of the show.
But what about Nelson?
At this point, Schnitzky, you make it to the bottom of these escalators.
Okay.
And your friends are no longer in the lift.
Is this where I had already been? This is where we came into the lift.
Yeah, you recognise where you are.
Oh, shit! I told those assholes to wait! I'm going to sniff around and take in the bouquet of this place and just see if there's any trace or anything else interesting.
Are you looking for anything specific?
Well, the smell of ozone is nice.
Okay.
That shows me where the electronics are.
Ah, right.
The smell of... I don't know if VCR tape has a smell.
But if it does...
Sure,
roll perception.
Or the smell of these guys as well.
Yeah, roll perception.
Oh, yes, that's an 8.
Yeah, okay. You can smell electronics and what you assume to be VCRs further into the mall, and you smell your friends have made their way across the court and in a shop on the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna try and run to the wall and then get to where they are via the wall.
They're on the other side, so you're gonna run to the opposite side, the opposite wall sort of thing.
Well, so as a rat, I don't like spending time in the open, so wherever I can run along the edge of something is better than running out in the open. Also less likely to get stepped on.
I see. You have to make your way across a hall, effectively. So you can run. There's a middle section you can find with plants and stuff. So you can run to the middle section, and then you can do it in 2 halves if you want to.
Oh, and then take bite a leaf off a plant and walk along with a leaf over my head.
Ah, I love it. You absolutely do that. You run. We see you scutter across to the middle, disappear behind it, and then re-emerge with a leaf over your head. Scutter across the other wall, and this leaf makes its way along the wall across the shop fronts until it comes to the sports store where you smell your friends.
What the hell are you doing here?
Alfie's been teaching me how to do the ball trick.
Yeah.
And I show how well I've done, which, as you described earlier, is just me holding a squished ball in my trunk.
Okay. Good. Need I remind you guys that, we're trying to save the world here?
Yeah, but you walked away.
Look, guys, if we don't find out what happens in Madagascar, they're gonna find out the secrets in my head, and who knows what's gonna happen then, okay?
What are the secrets in your head?
I don't know, they're secret!
Oh, excellent.
Now, let's focus up. I'm glad you're learning things, Nelson, but Alfie, you should know better. You're supposed to be the hero.
Oh.
Sorry, Snisky.
Sorry, Snisky.
Alright, no problem.
So what we doing now? What's the plan?
I smelled something. Look, take a whiff. Take a whiff, Nelson. You smell that? And I'm going to try and, point out the smell of the electronics to him.
Can Nelson smell the electronics?
You should roll, I guess it's perception, but you're meant to have a really good sense of smell, aren't you?
Can I give him an aid?
Yeah, I'll let you give him advantage with that.
It might just be, the reason he's got a low perception is he doesn't know many scents.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Dan, roll perception, you can have advantage.
A 3 and a 1.
You smell a lot of things.
It is a mall, isn't it?
It is a mall, there are lots of things here, particularly perfume is very strong.
Does Madagascar smell like roses?
What's roses?
Or bergamot? And it smells beautiful.
I hope it smells like burgers, yeah.
Wow, I never realised that the thing that we're looking for is so beautiful.
Alright, follow your nose.
Alfie has realised that some things that smell nice might taste nice and is now trying to drink perfume.
You've waddled up to a perfume shop and are just trying to chug it.
I tell Nelson, just follow your nose, okay? And he walks immediately 5 steps to the perfume stand right in the middle of the...
We found it, Snisky.
No!
There's Alfie already there.
And I jump off his trunk, grab his trunk with my front paws, and then run along the counter to point his trunk in a completely different direction.
Nelson starts to sniff again to see what he can smell in this direction.
I'm holding his trunk over my shoulder like a bazooka and trying to point him at the right smell.
I mean, Shnisky, you know where you need to go. You just have to, tell these guys to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it by pointing his nose.
Yeah, that's cool.
I shall follow my nose.
Alpha, you managed to get into one of these perfume bottles, and it tastes awful.
No.
You thought the yellowfish was bad. This is worse.
As there is a bananery, oh god, I was about to try and name a perfume brand and then realised I knew none of them.
I just assumed you were talking about the fishy expenditure from your...
Well,
gullet.
yes, there was that because I just threw up, but nonetheless.
Lovely.
Interlaced with the fragrance of Jimmy Choo.
Fishy emissions.
Right, so where were we? You were pointing Nelson where you wanted to go. And you guys were making your way up the mall, presumably, following, quite literally, your noses.
Yep.
Sure, so you go past, quite a lot of different shops, all the sorts of shops that you expect to see in malls. There's plenty of food outlets, there's a popcorn stand, there's some of those machines that you put 20p in and get, 6 M&Ms out of.
Oh, great value.
There's probably candy shops, there's toy stores, there's all sorts. There's pharmaceutical places. Anything that you want to have a play with, you can.
Those have actually been updated now. They take £1 and they give you 12 M&Ms.
Holy shit. The value. Half the effort for 5 times the price. Anyway, yeah, but as you make your way towards the back of the mall, and you get to the tech zone, with the gadget shops and the TV stores, the DVD shops, the blockbusters, that sort of thing. And you're overwhelmed by the smell of electronics and various things, VHSs, DVDs. The tech is your oyster.
Oh my god, so we're loose. We just go running around. I'm like, alright boys, find Madagascar! Just to be clear, none of us can read.
No idea. No idea what I'm looking for.
Yeah, this is all guesswork.
Alfie thinks he's looking for a fish.
What Nelson does immediately is go up to where the checkouts are in this tech shop, and you know how there are car fresheners and that sort of thing?
Yep.
He goes and swipes all of them, thinking that they're all Madagascar because he thinks that they smell nice.
One of them's got to be Madagascar.
And things that smell nice must be Madagascar, and he brings them back on his trunk to the entrance to the store, and that's his contribution towards the search.
So what have you brought back? Snacks?
No. Air fresheners, car air fresheners.
Right.
Alfie, what do you grab at first?
I actually have gone to a vaguely the right place, but I've picked up Shark Tail instead, because it contains a fish on it.
And Shnishki, what do you grab?
I'm gonna go and try and find a display TV with a knowledge receiver.
What do you mean?
A VHS TV.
Yeah, you can find one of those.
Okay, so I'm gonna crawl into the slot,
Okay.
and see if anything's in there.
A lot of wires.
Okay.
And a couple of turnstiles.
Yeah. For good measure, I'm just gonna gently nibble, not break, but gently nibble the casing away on one of the live wires,
Okay.
just to calm myself.
Alright, you get a little zap.
And then I just start trying to go and grab whatever I can find that'll fit in here and put it in.
Sweets fit in here, DVDs fit in here, car fresheners fit in here, Shark Tale fits in here.
No, none of these are right. The DVD box of Shark Tale fits in. It's slightly too small, too narrow. Need something bigger! I try and put 2 DVD cases in, thinking that's probably about right.
It's pretty close, yeah.
Oof, but it doesn't work. Then after doing that for a while, I get frustrated and I just start pulling down a display, throwing things onto the floor.
You guys probably met up with your contributions and see that Schnisky is still not there, but you do hear him in the distance wrecking a store.
Yeah, I'm on the shelf with all the things on it, just pulling something up with my teeth, seeing it's the wrong size, and flinging it onto the floor and doing the next thing.
Yeah, you guys wait around for a little bit and then realise that Schnisky is missing and can hear him messing around somewhere.
I'm gonna roll, just for myself, a knowledge check to see if by the time you get me I've figured something out.
Sure.
I haven't.
Do you guys want to go and find Schnisky, or do you want to...
Yeah.
Yes.
Nelson walks over, but I'm not sure whether he is the same size or wider than most of the aisles, so...
You are probably... It's funnier if you're wider than most of the aisles.
So he's pushing over all of the displays on his way to the back where...
Or just they're just getting moved aside.
Yeah, they're getting pushed aside. Things are falling on the floor.
Every other aisle is basically not an aisle anymore.
Yeah. So all of the deep fat flyers are on the floor, the slow cookers, the cooking department's been wrecked on my way to the back where all the TVs are. Have you found anything yet, Snisky?
Oh, where are they? Where are they?
Calm down. We can find it. There must be something in here.
You still got the car fresheners.
Yeah, there's one hung on my nose.
Are you presenting it to me?
Yeah, this is what I think Madagascar is. Is that right?
I look at it. I look back at the VCR TV. Just try and size it up. VCR TV is a little further away right now, so actually, maybe, let me grab that. And I go back towards the TV, and by the time I'm close to it, I've realized that no, it is not the right size. And I fling it to the side.
Nelson scurries and goes, not scurries, it's an elephant. He walks over and picks it back up again because he liked the smell of it anyway.
What are you doing, Alfie?
Alfie is plodding up with Shark Tale, the DVD.
Oh, the DVD, okay.
Thinking he sorted it, and sort of waves it quite proudly. It's still in his mouth. And proceeds to try to ram it in the end, and probably breaks the box.
Well, Schnisky's already tried 2 Shark Tale DVDs and already has them next to the TV, and you're like, no, this is it.
If you had the VHS of Shark Tale, there's a small chance that it has an ad for Madagascar, because they're both DreamWorks. But no, Madagascar came after, I just had to look that up.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Why don't you roll knowledge? Anyone who thinks they've had a good look at the DVDs can roll knowledge.
I suppose I have, but I was looking for fish.
Ooh, 11.
5.
Yeah, okay. Alfie, you know that you're on the right lines here, but you're you can't quite piece it all together. Why is the box not the same size as the slot? Something's not right here.
And he says that out loud.
And then something triggers in your brain, Schnisky, as Alfie says this, and you look up to the higher and more expensive TVs, which have DVD slots, and you look back at the box, back at the TV, back at the DVD box, back at the DVD TV, and you think you might go in that one.
Okay, so I grab a music CD.
Okay.
And I run up to the TV with Nirvana in my mouth and try and slot it in.
It will fit. It will slot in. It grabs it at some point and slow and slides in.
I have a little tug of war with the TV.
Okay. Do you want to win this tug of war?
It's just a natural reaction to something being taken from my mouth that happens for a few seconds and then I let go.
Okay.
It should be an opposed strength check against the television.
You can make an opposed strength check against television if you want to.
Sure. I mean, I'm not planning to win this, but I got a 4.
Then you are in control of this strength check, because the TV got a 3.
Yeah. So, there's a brief moment where I go to put the disc in, it starts pulling it in, I'm just like standing still with this disc in my mouth, like braced against it, holding it out, and then I remember what I'm doing and let go.
And the TV takes the CD, and then after a bit, like the screen flickers into life, and it boots up. You know, when you put a CD into a DVD slot, it doesn't start playing immediately. It gives you like the probably just says like play and eject on it. I don't think CDs have very many options when you put them in a DVD player. Maybe it has the list of the songs.
So it's not playing any sound, though?
No, but you've clearly done something.
How do we operate it? Nixon!
Yes, Disky?
I can't reach anything. You gotta find out if there's any, how do I explain this? Remember in the box that your butt was stuck in?
Yeah.
Remember how I made all those things light up?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes other puzzles have things like that.
So I need to look at buttons, little buttons.
Yeah, so maybe if you can find buttons, we might be able to do stuff with it.
Alfie has walked up to a different TV and is begin licking the different buttons on the front.
The box keeps flashing up and a different thing appearing on it. Nelson, it sounds like Snishki has just made a plan with you. Why don't you roll knowledge with advantage with an increased die size?
Way.
Ooh, I need that increased die size. A 1. And a 6.
Oh! So you're like fiddling around the box for a little while, you like start sliding it off, catch it in time and push it back onto the shelf sort of thing. And at some point you hit one of the buttons and you just hit the OK button basically, and you select one of the songs and Smells Like Teen Spirit comes on. Not sure if that's the first track on any of their or their CDs, but
He did press quite a few buttons, so...
Yeah, you scroll down to wherever Smells Like Teen Spirit is on that CD and start playing it.
Is this Madagascar?
No!
Oh. What is this? What?
This is Nirvana! Everybody knows Nirvana! Okay, so we're gonna try and do the same with Shark Tale.
Okay, and you work out that Shark Tale is a DVD.
I think the one that Alfie brought over, he bit into, and the box broke open with like the DVD shattered inside.
Ah, disaster. But you know where these are. You know where the DVDs are.
He still always tries to put in like the half remaining DVD in one of the other TVs.
You successfully break one of the TVs.
Okay, I'm going to random movie generator.
Oh my god, it's Madagascar.
We've got quite a lot to go through.
I rolled on a random movie generator of movies from the 2000s, and I put in a DVD of Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus 3D.
Alright. So, yeah, after a little while, you find another DVD, and you put in this DVD, and after Nelson reoperates it, on pops Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus 3D.
We sit there watching, like, all the ads and the first 10 minutes of the movie. We're just all, it's just an elephant sat on his butt, a sea lion relaxing, and just a rat at the side. We go and steal some popcorn and we sit down and watch the first 10 minutes of this.
At which point you realise there's no lion.
There's a pretty horse, but it doesn't look like a lion.
Okay, so Alfie proceeds back to the place where he got the Shark Tale DVD, starring Will Smith.
A modern classic.
And proceeds to look for something that otherwise contains things he recognises.
Okay.
I'm going to go with him.
We're all going to go with him.
Yeah, sure.
And we find a DVD of... Okay, this one will. Flushed Away, a DreamWorks movie from 2006.
So you've grabbed Flushed Away, I've grabbed Over the Fence, and what has Nelson grabbed?
Nelson's grabbed 7 Worlds, One Planet by David Attenborough. It's got some monkeys on the front of it, and I recognise them.
Fantastic.
You think you recognise them?
Is that Barry?
Oi, Alfie, do you recognise this monkey? It looks
like Barry.
Clarence.
Oh, is it maybe Clarence? I always got them mixed up.
What's Clarence doing on this info box? Maybe he's a spy. Snisky, maybe there's spies at the zoo as well.
Wait, you think Clarence is a rat?
Is a rat? It's a very good disguise, if he is.
How can you tell if someone's a rat?
Smell.
No. Because, like, the way you can tell if someone's a sea lion is if they can balance a ball on their nose.
Nelson goes and smells Snisky, but he's still got this pine fresh car freshener on his nose, so he thinks that he just smells like pine fresh.
Snitching smells pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head back with your assorted DVDs back to the info box store, whatever you call it, knowledge box store.
Yeah.
And play them once again.
Oh, I don't know. This is some kind of like a high tech. I don't know if it's a knowledge box. I don't know if it's some kind of like spy device.
Oh, you're taking this gamble, are you?
Well, I know back home I have a knowledge box and that takes like the other one, but all of this sort of flat information seems weird.
Yeah, fair enough. You watch like the adverts for these DVDs and stuff, and have you picked Flushed Away because it could have an advert for Madagascar on, or was that just randomly chosen?
I was randomly going on different periods between certain DreamWorks movies.
Okay.
And so I randomly picked on a list of those Flushed Away. And, well, we can watch their movies first.
Sure. Yeah, you watch David Attenborough's 7 Worlds, 1 Planet.
Correct.
You watch like opening 10 minutes, see some monkeys, see Clarence messing around. You're like, oh no, this isn't Madagascar, there's no lions in this one. And then you move on to, what did you pick out, Paul?
Over the fence. Or over the hedge.
Start
Over
watching
the hedge.
Over the Hedge.
Yeah.
Was that another DreamWorks?
Who is it? I don't even know whose that was.
It is DreamWorks.
It is DreamWorks.
Oh.
It's just before Flushed Away.
Mm.
Oh, so this could work out. You see an advert for Flushed Away during the adverts.
Oh!
Oh, but here's the thing. It's okay, both of these movies on the front of them say, not that we'll know this in text, but they say, from the creators of Shrek and Madagascar. So, during the ad for Over the Hedge,
Yeah.
it probably mentions that out loud, but we don't know what it looks like.
Ah, okay, yeah, sure.
So then we go and grab Flushed Away.
Knowledge check, because when they sometimes say from the creators of, they sometimes have the logo.
Well, so we hear it in voice for that one. I'm just judging by the images that Wikipedia has for the movies.
Okay.
It says Madagascar, but not in the Madagascar logo.
Mm-hmm.
So we hear them say, from the creators of Shrek and Madagascar. We're like, Madagascar? Go back, go back! And we like accidentally overwrite the whole thing, and then we see the ad for Flushed Away. And we run and we're like, we saw that! Back over there! And we run over and grab Flushed Away and put that in. And then that has an ad that says, from the creators of Shrek and Madagascar. But this time it says Madagascar in the big orange letters.
Ooh, I like it. And so now you've got the logo for Madagascar.
And now we know the logo for Madagascar. And we've got to see like the first 10 minutes of Flushed Away.
Everyone knows the best way to watch a film is the first 10 minutes and that's it. After watching the first 10 minutes of Flushed Away, you rush back to the... You're still working on DVDs, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're looking for a VHS so you can take it back to the zoo, is that right?
A VHS would be ideal, but we might have to steal a TV.
So you've got the image for this orange Madagascar text now. You've seen it. You know what you're looking for. You re-enter the DVD store and notice off to the side the bargain bin. All VHSs must go, which you can't read, obviously. But there you see Alex the Lion giving the big thumbs up with Madagascar written above his head. Next to the bargain bin, which is chock-a-block with Madagascar VHSs.
Alright. Everyone grab... How many of these can we carry?
The entire basket. Nelson just like wraps his trunk around it and he pulls it towards the TV.
Just drags.
I give one to Alfie to hold,
Oh.
and I put one copy behind each of Nelson's ears. Even if we get caught, we'll be alright.
No way they'll find it.
And I'm also going to break one open
Uh-huh.
and wrap the tape around myself.
Okay. Having done this, you start making your way back to the knowledge box store, but you hear shouting coming from like back the way that you came from within the mall. You don't understand everything they're saying, but you understand enough that they're talking about sea lions, rats, and elephants. Maybe not the rat, maybe just sea lion and elephant.
They're probably even talking about a seal.
Shouting about seals and elephants. And it sounds like they're onto you.
Seals and rhinos.
Come on, you gotta be able to understand that they're looking for you.
Shit, boys! It's the fuzz!
Oh?
What do you do?
I suppose we flee? Do we flee the mall and try and find another?
No.
We got to take one with us.
We established, I think earlier, that you have a VHS player in your enclosure.
Yeah.
So you don't need to watch it here. You can do.
No, but we do need to get out
Yes.
without getting caught.
It was so silky smooth and stealthy up to this point.
No one noticed anything.
Okay. I think Snishki's got a perfect strategy about this.
Oh, you're using your once per game ability.
Yeah. Is there a fountain? Yes, there is. This is a perfect plan. Okay, so Alfie is gonna run out and dive onto the fountain
Oh?
and stand in the middle with a ball,
Oh?
Okay.
as if he's a statue.
Okay.
And then Nelson is gonna lift Snishki up into the air ducts.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go along to the next store, which is a skate shop.
Of course.
Snishki goes up and through the vents gets into like the security of the door panels
Okay.
and manages to drop the security gate in front of the skate shop, giving him just enough time to go down and fasten a skateboard to each of Nelson's feet.
That is a...
Okay.
Then, just as they come up to the door, behind them they hear the arf arf of something.
Oh?
They don't know what. They look back towards the fountain, and then just that moment, the thing rolls up and out shoots Nelson with Snishki on his head, and they get bowled over as they fall out of the way as this unexpected elephant rolls by. He hopefully, this is a perfect plan. So he scoops up Alfie, plops him on his back, and we roll out the vehicle exit.
That works flawlessly. It's perfect plan. It's perfect strategy. It all comes together in this moment. Snishki, all the lines match up. All the wires are uncrossed suddenly before they recross again very quickly. Everything comes together. The Alfie providing the statue-like distraction. Nelson sneaking into the skate shop. You drop the door. You get the skateboards on his feet. You relift the door. Bowls over all the security guards. He scoops up Alfie and straight out the vehicle exit in one smooth movement. In a matter of seconds, you're gone like a flash.
And he does a cool, little twirl.
Does a kickflip, a double kickflip.
Meanwhile, Snishki does that thing where he gives them the finger as he
Later, suckers.
Yep. And then as he lands, suddenly he's wobbly on his feet again. Like for that brief moment, he was confident and just cool and loving the breeze.
But you are out of the mall with several copies of Madagascar.
Oh!
3, 4 if you count the tape wrapped around Snishki.
That's a backup.
And you're out of the mall. What's your plan from here?
Go back the way we came?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can merge into traffic at the moment.
Are we still on this roller skates?
Yeah,
We haven't taken them off.
but now it's no longer an auto success.
You've got, Alfie's there, flippering along on the side to give it momentum.
Alfie is like the counterweight who's leaning back and forth to try and balance Nelson.
Oh.
And Snishki's trying to watch out for cars and tell him when to merge and when to join the road.
Nelson lifts his ears to signal which way he's going as well.
That's so cute. Alright, let's do loads of rolls.
Classic.
Snishki, you're going to roll knowledge for your directions and keeping everyone together. Alfie, you're going to roll strength as the counterweight and helping steering. And Nelson, you're going to roll dexterity because you've got to keep yourself on the skates and moving.
Okay.
Alfie got a 5.
I got a 9.
9, 5,
And a 7.
and a 7.
That's perfect.
This works.
Don't get hit by a car, Nelson! We saw what happened to Alfie! He's never been the same since!
I can't feel my legs!
I have become the car.
You, despite not being part of the perfect plan, you guys are on the same wavelength and come together in a beautiful way to merge with traffic and just follow it out of town, just coasting on these skates. Once you like get near the edge of town, you spot a chance to just hop off and sneak back into the woods, back towards the zoo. As you peel off from the traffic, you hear a cooing from above, and a flock of half a dozen pigeons, including Pete in his traditional garb, whatever that was.
The Snickers cape.
A classic Snickers cape, and a baseball cap made out of a bottle cap.
They're all bandaged up and now, and with crutches, flying with crutches. And out of the sky drop 3 fish. Snifsky, you catch one. Nelson, one falls into your ear and onto your trunk, or however you want to grab it, and one straight into Alfie's mouth. You still have 2 fish.
Nelson takes one bite of his and doesn't like it, so keeps it for later.
You've got 1.5 fish, and you're back in the woods. And as you head back through the woods, you come to this road again, this motorway that you blocked up previously, and you see there's a few heavy machineries on the hard shoulders. You can see that the lamppost has been re-erected, and there's a dude who's dusting his hands off in all his electrician garb and is making his way back to one of the heavy machines on the hard shoulder. And there's several blockades that have blocked off the half of the road that had all the bushes on, and there's a dude who's picking them up of a hard day's work of removing tree debris. As this guy's picking up these barricades that are on both halves of the road, you realise what you've got to do, and you start lobbing bushes back onto the road to make sure that you block up the road. As the last barricade gets lifted and the cars start going, you just saunter across in front of them. You get to the midpoint, and as the traffic's just starting to move again, you know what you got to do. You push down the lamppost.
Yeah, there's a backhoe that's just lifted it up, and we just climb up the backhoe to get higher up the lamppost.
And it falls down. Just as the first car starts to inch out as the barricade gets removed, the lamppost just right in front of this car. And the dude, the worksman who was unlocking his car, has his front door open, hears this noise, looks back around, and is just oh, for God's sake, and shuts his car door, picks up his toolbox and starts moving back towards the lamppost as you guys pass him by, as you make your way onto the other side of the road into the woods again. And you see there's a handful of parrots around that are shouting all sorts of different directions. One of them shouting utter gobbledygook nonsense, and you, having lost your directions a little bit, remember to ask the red one, which way is the zoo?
Have they re-randomized which role they each have? Do we have to solve it again?
I think that would make great radio. Let's do that.
Please, no.
The red guy points you back to the zoo, which, now that you recognise some of the trees you're familiar with, you're like, oh, of course that's where the zoo is. Should have known that.
Yeah. I'll tell the red parrot. I'll be like, hey, 2 things.
Yeah?
1, can you hold on to this? And I give him one of our backup copies of Madagascar.
Sure thing. What's it for?
And 2, if you bring this in, we'll let you share our food.
It's a deal.
Yeah, I basically make a deal with him, which if he waits a couple days and then brings this to us, he can share our food.
He absolutely agrees to that. Free food, you kidding me?
Yeah, because if they confiscate all our copies of Madagascar, we have a backup now.
Wonderful. So you've got 2 copies of Madagascar, a 3rd wrapped around you,
Yeah, just the tape.
and a 4th with the parrot.
Yeah.
You've got 1.5 fish, and as the sun's getting lower in the sky, just starting to set, as you come back into the zoo parking lot, which is completely deserted at this point. The zoo looks like it's been shut down, basically, because of the escape that has happened.
What escape?
Good point. The zoo looks like it's been completely shut down. For some reason.
Because it's the evening.
Because it's the evening.
Because it's the evening. There's tape around the turnstile that you busted through, and you just push straight through the tape and give the turnstile a good kick for measure. And how much health are you all on? Always a good question to ask.
I'm on full.
A hot solid 6.
You're not a healthy boy, Paul.
No. My back legs are broken.
With the rejuvenation of a fish, I will let you roll your special once again to heal up.
Oh, yes. I love rolling d6s. Hey, it's a 6.
Hey, have some health back.
Nice. I'm as healthy as a rat.
I'll let you roll it again if you want to use one of your 1.5 remaining fit, or half of your... Yeah, the remaining half of a fish.
Yeah, we can give him the half, but the fish we have is an incentive.
Yeah, I'll let you roll another d6 if you use that half of a fish.
Well, it's Nelson's half.
You can take it.
Oh no, the half is Snishki's half, right?
You've got the one fish. Nelson took a bite of it and didn't like it.
Oh, did you take a bit? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this fish is huge.
Give it to Nelson for safekeeping. But you've got half a fish, which I'll let one of you eat to roll a bit of healing again.
I'm assuming that, like, I've had my fill of this fish. I've eaten, like, a finger's worth of this fish.
Yeah, you've eaten, like, bugger all of this fish, and you're, like, stuffed to brim.
I was imagining it being chip shop fish.
Battered.
Battered cod. Oh,
That's what a pigeon would bring, right?
that's fantastic.
I've eaten all the batter off this, but the fish is still there.
That makes it even more funny the fact that it just lands healthy, just goes.
This is the tastiest fish you've ever had.
Oh.
Yeah, whoever wants to have that half of the fish can roll their special to heal up.
Alfie sort of stares at it hungrily. Oh, fish.
I don't think these boys are stopping you.
You could have it, Alfie. I didn't like it.
Throw it in the air, throw it in the air, throw it in the air, throw it in the air.
Nelson flicks it up in the air. It's constantly spinning. It's going to be a hard target.
It's time for Alfie to do his triple spin with an extra tail flip to catch this fish and land perfectly.
Roll your healing with advantage for flavour. Eh?
That's fortunate because I got 1 and a 5.
Flavour?
Oh, damn you. I'm now up to a fine 17 health.
As you re-enter the zoo, strolling out from an enclosure off to the side, comes Bruce, the lion.
Oh?
A real lion.
Oh?
He considers himself the king of the zoo.
Ha!
Alright, Bruce.
You've been naughty boys, haven't you?
What?
Trying to get out of here.
Who let the goddamn cat out?
You know how the system works.
Oh?
We stay put, we get free food. Anyone breaks that rule, people stop turning up, the food stops turning up. I can't let people just leave like that.
Are any of us aware that that is how this works?
I mean, Bruce seems to be. What are you talking about? This whole place was a cover so they don't find the secrets, you dumb cat!
Remind me who's got the remaining copies of Madagascar?
They're both behind.
One's in my mouth.
Alfie's got 1, Nelson has 1, and Snishki is wearing 1.
Okay, everybody roll perception.
6.
A hot 2.
2.
I'd have been in the zoo line, I have no idea.
A monkey comes swinging out from the side, and Snishki, you spot it in time and hide behind one of Nelson's ears. But Alfie and Nelson don't spot it, and the monkey sweeps up both copies of Madagascar.
No!
Oi, Clarence!
And Clarence hops behind Bruce.
You dirty rat!
I got him, boss! I got him! Excellent work. Now, I need to set an example from you for trying to leave this place. And everybody needs to roll initiative for one last time.
Okay.
A 5.
A 4.
15!
15? Wait, what?
A 12 and a +3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bruce got a 10.
Slow boy.
Alright, Snishki, how are you hidden?
I saw Clarence come swinging in, and I hopped onto the base of his tail, just as he came swinging through to grab the copies of Madagascar.
Ooh.
So I'm on his back, and he doesn't realize it.
So you're right next to...
I'm right next to Bruce, but they don't know it. Yeah.
Then what would you like to do with your first turn?
Okay. First things first, I am going to wait until Clarence is a bit further away from Bruce,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna try and, like, just pinch my teeth on the back of his neck to surprise him, and hopefully he drops the copies of Madagascar.
Okay, you're just trying to get him to loose the copies, you're not...
Yeah.
Are you trying to hurt him?
No, just like a big... It's like just at the back of the neck there.
Sure, why don't you roll... Yeah, roll special to, like, pinch the nerve in the right way or something.
Yeah. But I'm waiting to do that until he's moved away a bit from Bruce, hopefully.
Yeah, sure. Bruce is probably like, get them out of here. Clarence starts to, like, run away with the copies of Madagascar, and you chomp down on the back of his neck. Roll special.
Sweet. Okay. That's a 5.
And he drops the copies of Madagascar in his surprise, and they clatter to the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna drop off him as well.
Okay, cool. That is Bruise's go. He is going to... Hearing the commotion behind him, he quickly glances backwards, sees what's going on there, and then turns back to the two in front of him. I'm surrounded by idiots. Prove that you're better. And then another gang of monkeys swoops down onto probably Nelson, because he's the biggest target, and scratches at him. And I think a 6 hits you.
It does, yeah.
And you take from these drive-by monkeys 9 damage.
Oh, Lord.
And they swing off elsewhere. The monkeys are not in the combat, that is him attacking via another animal. They're just a way of flavouring his attacks. And then that is Alfie's go.
Oh? Are we near the entrance where everything was crashed?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pick up a bit of the turnstile locks that's mangled off by Nelson at the start.
Uh-huh.
And lob it at Bruce.
That's a throw.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you use strength.
7.
7 hits, roll damage.
That's a 7.
Decent damage.
I'm the lion round here.
Then that's Nelson's go.
So we're inside the zoo, and Nelson knows that if he makes enough noise, his family will hear him. So he's gonna, at this time, use trumpet to draw attention to myself, not for its effect. Well, if I can use the extra effect against the enemy.
So I'm aware that you haven't used your daily, and it's probably not that relevant anymore.
No.
Because it specifically affects humans. So, but what I'll let you do is I'll let you use your daily to upgrade your trumpet so that your family will hear you, and then they will turn up within a random number of rounds. I will roll for how many rounds they turn up.
It's not just elephant in the room now, it's elephants in the zone.
Elephants in the zoo.
I'm basically in elephant trumpet language, he's going, "Mum, Auntie, a nasty lion is being mean to me and my friends." And that's the end of my turn.
Right, I have rolled a random number, and we'll see how that goes. You've called your family. They'll be here at some point.
Shinishiki has no knowledge that this is a lion. This is just a cat to him.
Right, then that's Shinishki's go.
Okay. Shinishiki lets out a high-frequency squeak that probably no one here can hear. And he grabs a copy of Madagascar on the floor and starts, dragging it back away from this monkey.
Uh-huh.
And Clarence probably turns on him and starts, Clarence thinks, yeah, there's no problem. I'm going to be able to catch that right easy. I'm just going to slowly walk up to him intimidatingly and take the VHS.
That's exactly what he's doing.
And just when Clarence reaches for it, there's a... And Shinishki's cousins, who live on the street around here, come swinging by in a remote control lowrider. And he hops in. He hops in with his copy of Madagascar. And he says, "Let's get out of here!" And they take off.
I love that you had the opportunity to get in a remote control RC car in the mall and you just didn't take it. But it comes in here. So you take off with a copy of Madagascar.
Yeah.
Alright, sure.
Nelson, has Snishy just gone?
I think he's just trying to finish the mission, I think. He's gone to go watch Madagascar.
But I thought I was the... Oh.
Bruce makes a lunge at Alfie because he just threw a lock at him.
Oh,
And I think a 7 is going to hit you.
oh yeah.
Big time.
Oof. And he scratches you for a big 10 damage.
Oh! My other back leg!
And then that is whoever's go is next. Alfie, that's your turn. Bruce just jumped up to you and scratched at you.
I'm gonna just have to slap him. for dear life. Alfie.
Roll an attack.
That was a 4.
4 does not hit Bruise.
So I just panic and I'm just smacking his nose, but it's just not doing anything.
Flailing around, but unfortunately not achieving anything. Right, then that's Nelson's go.
So, this time, hoping that his family heard him, he's got to just stick it out until they arrive. So, Nelson's going to mock charge Bruise.
Okay, so mock charge means that he has to roll a charisma throw.
Yes.
He got a 3, he fails.
Nice. So, now that I've closed the ground on him, I'm gonna... What's he gonna do? I think what Nelson's gonna do is rear up on his back feet and then try and slam down on this lion.
Go for it. Roll an attack with advantage. As you give him the mock charge, he flinches, and you take the opportunity to slam down on him.
6 and an 8.
Yeah, that hits. Roll your damage.
1.
Because Alfie is the star of the show, he is going to take this opportunity to assist Nelson in his attack. So you will gain advantage on this attack. So you get another roll.
Sure. You see, Nelson rearing up, legs are flailing, stomps down with one, doesn't really hit at all, and you,
And I try and
push
shove
him a little bit, you, shove him, just, turn him slightly so that his second foot comes down
on his...
with a whopping...
1.
Unfortunately, Nelson also tries to compensate for his miss, and you effectively double turn him, and he barely catches some of his fur.
Just not facing Bruise anymore.
Alfie and Nelson are both now face to face on the ground, a bit bug-eyed, being like, I think that was a bad idea.
So that's Snishki's go, but Snishki has kind of buggered off, so you guys are kind of on your own at the moment. That's then Bruise's go again, and I think he's gonna, this time, have a chomp at Nelson, who just tried to flatten him. I'm guessing a 9 hits you.
It definitely does.
You take a big 3 damage.
Chomp.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh wait, hang on, sorry. Don't take that damage, because he should roll with disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
And his second roll was a 1.
Glorious.
In that case, having actually missed his attack, that's Alfie's go.
Nelson,
Yes, Alfie.
I think we need to run away.
Tactical retreat.
Run away! Flippers in the air. Alfie is making as bided a sprint as a seal out of water can do. And bouncing along with 2 broken legs.
I do love the image of an injured sea lion trying to outrun an actual lion.
Yep, it ain't gonna work, but...
What are you running for? Or where towards?
Towards our enclosures, which are both next to each other.
Fair enough. If you're running away, and just trying to disengage from this fight, why don't you roll me dexterity?
3.
Well, I mean, it's not that you're not going in the right direction, it's that you're very hurt and your legs don't work as good as a lion's.
Yes.
If you weren't injured, this could have been an acrobatic check.
Maybe. And then that is Nelson's go?
What Nelson's going to do is scoop up his injured pal Alfie and try and carry him towards where he was trying to get to, hoping that
I will carry you.
Nelson's quite a big boy and can maybe resist being chomped on by this lion.
Yeah, I'll say that you can scoop Alfie up in... Well, actually, you should roll me strength to scoop Alfie up efficiently.
Okay. A 12.
Bloody hell.
Boom.
You take off like a rocket, scoop Alfie up, and you
So full of adrenaline.
you kind of cradle him in front of you, such that if Bruise is going to attack, he has to attack you. And yeah, this sudden surge of adrenaline is going to make it harder for Bruise to hit you. That's back round to Snitsky's go, who once again is not here. So that's actually Bruise's go, who only has one target, and it's an elephant's butt. But that won't hit you with your crit success. Specifically, the crit success meant that he hasn't hit you. He would have hit you otherwise.
So I'm just too fast.
He is keeping pace with you. He just, as he tries to, jump onto you, he, doesn't quite do it right, and he just sort of slides off you rather than, digging into you at all or getting his fangs into you. But he is keeping pace. And then that is Alfie's go, currently being cradled by Nelson as he's being charged away.
Oh, he's coming up. He's really there. Oh, his teeth are huge.
Which way are we going, Alfie? Should I try and drop you off?
Away.
Do you want to go to the big lake?
Oh, yes.
We're going to the big lake. Let's go!
Ah! So I think that counts as encouraging.
I'll let you assist Nelson in his running away.
Yeah.
Because that is then Nelson's go. This is dexterity now, just to run away. But you have advantage thanks to Alfie's assist.
Okay.
Alfie just screaming.
Alfie going, away, away! Keeping the panic and adrenaline going.
I think running away from an apex predator is a good idea.
It's not bad.
9.
Now listen here, good idea, dinosaur. I think that's a good idea.
What would you get, Dan, with your advantage?
A 9.
9. That's pretty good.
Oh, and let me roll, see whether I crit it. I didn't.
This is dex, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, my God, no. Oh, sorry, wrong dice.
Yeah, I was wondering.
D8. A 9 on a D8 is quite the feat.
That's quite impressive. Is that 6? Do you mean 6?
So, a 3, and then a 4.
4 is a pass. And that's what matters. That's into Nelson's go. He's running away, running back to your enclosure. And that's back round to Schnishki's go.
Okay, so you guys are like running away, running out of steam as this lion comes towards you, and you hear in the distance. And then like up between your legs, this remote control car comes. Like sits itself between you guys and this lion and goes toot toot.
Get on, boys.
Bruce looks down at it and like chuckles to himself and like is about to swat it away. And then in the background you hear
You see your family rounding the corner.
and then
Charging straight past you into Bruce. But Bruce gets one final lash at you before he gets stampeded out by your family.
is this one a lash at me? Because I've just put myself in between them.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? He hits. You take 9 damage, Schnishki.
Oh! Schnishki goes flying out of the car.
As he gets one final swipe at your car, as the elephants and sea lions barrage into him and push him back.
The car fully tumbles over and goes flying away, and Schnishki like flies out from it and skids along the ground with a claw mark in him.
But you guys, with family in tow, successfully subdue Bruce, and you've maintained copies of Madagascar. After everything's calmed down, Bruce is shut away in his pen again. The family welcome you back. Even Vladimir is pleased to see Alfie.
Oh.
I was considering it being only Vladimir coming out to help.
I think that would have been nice, but we've done it now.
Vladimir is especially pleased to see you. Alfie, my chum, good to see you. I learned so much from you. You're a big inspiration when growing up and coming here.
Oh wow, well, I was, after all, the star of the show.
I was thinking maybe for some reason they think I'm better than you, but maybe we do tomorrow trick together.
Yes,
Comrade.
comrade.
And your family welcome you, Nelson, back into the enclosure. Even the old people are like clearly relieved to see you, as you show them your new trick to be able to grab onto a ball
And destroy it.
not fling it everywhere. And they're thoroughly impressed and welcome you back to bath time.
Nelson just gets everyone wet still. How embarrassing.
They laugh this time though. They're not embarrassed. They just laugh. And Schnishki, you make it back to your own place. Your street family drop you off. Alright, well, back to the grindstone for us. See you later, Schnishki.
Bye!
They drive off in their remote car. Zzz.
Okay, I've got to watch this before the spies come back. I've got to figure it out. And I run up and watch Madagascar several times.
I think you putting in the VHS of Madagascar is definitely the end of Pulp Fiction. It's just like glowing gold light.
I like that you like slam Madagascar in, and as you like hit the play button, Nelson and Alfie both walk in, peer through the glass while we're watching. As you guys have a little sit down to watch Madagascar and learn how the lion keeps everyone safe.
At that point, Nelson remembers he's still got a fish, a battered fish, and passes it over to Alfie.
Hey, that was my fish! Let me have a bite!
Nope, gone.
Snishki's like trying to crawl into Alfie's mouth to chase the fish.
I think that's where we'll wrap it up. We successfully, didn't save the zoo, but did work out how to keep everyone safe by finding Madagascar. Well, you found Madagascar at least.
Yeah, we found Madagascar.
Congratulations. That was our Escape the Zoo one-shot / however many episodes shot this is.
Yay!
Excellent. Cheers, boys. That was very good.
I mean,
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this series, maybe share it with a friend or two. Word of mouth is the best way for small podcasts like ours to grow, and the more listens and feedback we get on it, the more likely we are to make something like this again in the future. And if you liked our style and want to check out more of the stuff we do, get yourself to hexagorgon.com. That's hexagorgon.com. I'll put links to all of our social media stuff in the description, but the website is the best way to see everything we do in one place. Thanks again for listening, and I hope to be back in your ears very soon. Was that weird to say? That wasn't meant to be weird. I'm going to introduce you guys in the same order as last time. It was Paul, Dan, Bear. I assume you got no complaints about that.
Nope.
That's what mine
Did you want us to say what character that we're playing? Because we didn't do that in the first one.
Yeah, we didn't do it in the first one because we had the introductory scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you could say, yeah, hello, I'm Dan and I'm playing Nelson the Elephant or something like that. That's all it has
you
to
want
be.
to do a rhyme.
Yeah, you can whatever you want to say, up to you, as long as you get your character in there. Not doing it. Gonna say, I'm Snitsky the Rat Roasted.
I'm Snitsky the Rat, and I like sucking dick.
Alright,
Got
you
it.
introduce Snitsky and I'll introduce Nelson.
Oh, no.
Character
Let's
swap,
not.
just to confuse
Let's
everyone.
not.
Let's
Go
not
on,
do that.
Feel free to introduce Snitsky if you want me to tear Nelson a new one.
Don't do it, Dan. Don't take that
What's
risk.
this? Nelson's been caught in a child trafficking ring.
Oh no.
Don't take this gamble, Dan. Don't play this game. The only losers this way lie. Welcome back to Escaping the Zoo. Once again, I'm joined by my good friends, Paul.
Hello, I'm Paul, and I'll be playing Alfie the sea lion.
I've also got Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm playing Nelson the Elephant.
And last but not least, here's Bear.
Hi, I'm playing Snitsky the Rat. Smoking Nick and sucking dick.
We'll see if that makes it in.
Hi, I'm Snitsky the Rat.
It's a perfect recording, and then you do
groovy
that.
And go into a movie.
That's more likely to make it in.
I put that one in just for Dan.
I know, but that's the one that we've got cleanest.